speaking about red sandal cultivation and its scope with marketing strategies and all.
You can on your video.
Yeah, video is on.
Yeah, now it is on. Yeah, please proceed.
I hope everybody knows about red sandal. Red sandal and white sandal are the two types. Red sandal is the Rakta Chandana in Kannada. I don't know in other languages like Telugu, Hindi, Tamil and all. In Kannada, it's Rakta Chandana because the tree trunk, that means inner part of the tree looks like a blood. That's why it's called Rakta. Rakta means blood, Chandana means sandal. Whereas white sandal is our Mysore sandal, what we call Mysore sandal and all. It's a sandal, white sandal. But we are talking about red sandal today. Red sandal cultivation is not restricted to any part of India. It can be grown throughout India where rainfall is very low. Where rainfall is more, it cannot be grown. But if it grows also, hardwood formation and oil formation is very less. The areas like Andhra Pradesh, some almost Karnataka, almost Andhra, some part of Maharashtra, some part of Tamil Nadu is suitable for growing Rakta Chandana in southern India. Rakta Chandana means red sandal. It's a typical forest tree type. No, it won't need any personal attention or package and practices like any other crops like vegetables or fruits or anything. It's a natural growing tree. It no need any personal attention like watering and all. You have to be done after 1 year. If we go to cultivation methods means nowadays because of drastic changes in the environment like rainfall varies, summer varies, cold season varies. In such situation, depending on any other sustainable crops like vegetables and fruits, this is far better because even though it gives profit or returns after 20 years or 18 years or 15 years or 30 years, anything after 18 years of tree can be cut and sold. In such situation like water problem and all nowadays facing, especially in Karnataka this year, we have faced a big shortage of underground water also. In such situation, this type of red sandal cultivation meets good scope. For commercialization of commercial growing of this red sandal, per acre, we recommend normally farmers put more trees in a acre area, but we recommend 200 to 250 trees in an acre area. This space should be at least 12 to 15 feet per tree to tree. Plant saplings we should select from the good nursery, and since it's a dicot tree, dicot plant, we need to plant that sapling carefully, and until it gives rooting and all, we need to maintain 1 year watering and all. Afterwards, no need of watering required. And in between, say intercrop, many things can be grown for first 10 to 12 years. Afterwards, shading happens. Not like white sandal. This sandal don't require any host. In white sandal like Srigandha, it requires host because it's a parasite. But red sandal is not a parasite. It won't need any supporting host. Farmers, if I am a farmer, if I grow red sandal, I need not to depend on red sandal only. For first 10 to 12 years or 8 to 12 years, I can grow any crop like pulses, ragi, any grain, pulses, and even vegetables also. After 8 to 10 years, shading happens. In such situation, rearing of sheep Goats, I don't think it's suitable because it damages goats damages trees. And dairy farming, it and nadu koli, what you called wild domestic chicken can be reared in that area because the fertilizer, that natural fertilizer nutrition comes to the trees. After plantation, farmers need to wait for 15 to 18 years because plant has to become tree has to grown up, and this what you called hardwood has to form. Formation of hardwood starts after 5 years. The girth of the tree should reach at least 1.5 to 2 feet, 1.5 feet minimum to cut the tree. As per my experience, and even though I am having around 1,000 red sandal trees and 3,000 sandal trees, which are around 8 years old by May end. In 2016 May end we planted. By this month end, it will be 8 years. As per my experience at my farm as well as in other farms around Karnataka and some part of Andhra, what I felt is, if you have high watering area, that means those lands grows sugarcane, paddy and all, tree growth will be not that fantastic. It will be green, but hardwood formation will not be that much. The watering should be only rainfall watering should be there. No additional watering irrigation should not be given. If you wait like that and keep waiting for another 15 years at least, tree reaches, as per my observation, reaches 1.5 feet. That means 18 inches girth by 18 years, 15 years. You can sell or approach Karnataka State's Soaps and Detergents Limited or Forest Department, where there's a strict rule. Sandal or red sandal should not be sold unofficially. Through department, through government only, we should sell. That's a legal way. If you sell illegally, there is a lot of legal attractions and all. That one has to face that. My suggestion, my idea, my preference is selling through government is good. Obviously, question comes: what will be the price? How much yield each tree gives after 15 years? If you wait for 20, 25, 30 years, each tree goes for more than 5 lakhs, 4 to 5 lakhs. But by 15 years, if you have some restrictions like safety, age of the owner, and land selling probability and all, in such situations, you have to, you are supposed to sell means you can sell after 15, 18 years means each tree will give around 1.25 to 1.5 lakhs per tree. Tree while growing, you need to prune them in the beginning because main trunk at least 10 feet it should give. Less than 10 feet will not attract any good price. In pruning need not be done for all. Some more than 50% trees comes naturally good height. In some plants branches comes in the beginning only. You have to remove those branches whenever required, preferably in the summer time. Once how to sell is a big how to approach department, forest department and all. You need not to bother any grower. While growing only you get all the information because a lot of visitors come, a lot of officials will visit. If you are growing, safety is the big matter. You have to approach forest department as well as police department how to protect those. There are many ways to protect. You need to bio fencing, electric fencing, as well as security persons, camera, solar camera and sensors. There are many There are in present time there are many types of security measures available. You can at least adopt to 2 to 3 types, and looking after your farm, red sandal growing farm, 24 hours should be monitored through camera and all. If any outsiders, unwanted people or thief people comes, you need to complain to police, forest department and all. If anything happens, you need to put a complaint. If you have sensor chip and all, it will be tracked where your tree or trunk is there thefted. Once the tree matured in 15 to 18 years or more than that, if you are a land RTC, you should carry that RTC to the forest department. Once they see the trees, they will mark all the trees which are all grown up and ready for cut. Once they'll proceed with formalities, they'll bring the license and hand over to you. You need to allow the people who come from the forest department to cut, and then the same thing will be weighed, and that has to be processed. After they will weigh. Process means separation of bark and hardwood. They do scientifically. It's for all the farmers. It's same. Rich farmers need not to be worried, or poor farmers need not to be worried. And the
Dr. Basavaraju, you are in mute.
hello.
Okay. Yeah, please proceed.
Sorry. Sorry for interruption. Hello.
Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah.
You can proceed.
The amount which comes out of your tree sales is purely white money. That's the big advantage of growing sandal and red sandal. This is a brief information about red sandal cultivation and its scope, as well as sales methods, marketing methods. Maybe persons may ask how much will be the return in 20 years per hectare. If you imagine you have planted 250 trees, each tree goes for 2 lakhs, almost 5 crores. In 20 years, you will get the return, that to white money, through growing this tree and selling through government. My sincere advice to all the growers around anywhere in India: don't believe, don't trust private people in selling. Whatever the rate government has, sell through government. That's the safe way, as well as white money you will get. That's all. Please come out with any questions, any clarifications if you have.
Would you like to share any images?
Yeah, that's what I'm actually, madam was. Hello.
You can try once again now.
Yeah, my problem, this Zoom thing has changed a lot. I got a short notice also. Only yesterday by this time I got a call from madam. Mm, I want to show my form only. But, files. Not separated also. Yeah, let them, if they have any doubts or clarification, let them keep asking, madam. In the meantime, I will provide some photos.
Okay. So the first question is,
Yeah.
what are the ideal growing conditions for red sandalwood cultivation?
Ideal growing condition.
Yes.
Yeah, ideal growing condition is the where the rainfall is very less, means below 200 to 300 mm per annum. We call it as dry area. Less rainfall area means dry area. That is a suitable red soil, black loamy soil, red loamy soil. These type of soils are highly suitable. For red sandal, no need of in flat land is not required. Undulation land is highly suitable for red sandal.
And how long does it typically take for red sandalwood trees to mature for harvesting?
Yeah, 15 to 18 years, madam. Minimum 15 years.
Okay. Okay. So this is in one particular region or any region?
No, where the rainfall is less, that means normal rainfall dry area, it comes in 15 to 18 years. If the rainfall is more and irrigated area, maturity takes more time.
Okay. And what initial investment is required to start a red sandalwood plantation?
Red sandalwood plantation per hectare, it requires around 50,000 rupees.
50,000 rupees.
Yeah,
Okay.
including water facility also.
Okay. And what are the major economic benefits of cultivating red sandalwood?
The major economic benefit is if the farmer waits for 15 to 18 years, around 20 years, if you imagine, if you calculate, at least 5 crores per acre they get returns.
Mm.
Yeah.
And how does red sandalwood cultivation contribute to environmental sustainability?
Yeah, regarding environmental sustainability, this tree especially grows in the dry area. It gives greenery as well as good oxygen in the all the season. Where there is no other tree sustains or grows in the summer season, this tree grows and sustains in that season also, with very less water in the soil. In such situation also it grows, it keeps the greenery and gives good oxygen and shade to the nature.
Okay. And what are the primary challenges faced by farmers in red sandalwood cultivation?
Yeah, major problem they face is lack of seriousness, because normally farmers get the plants from the forest department by giving only 3 rupees 5 rupees like that. That's why they feel no such investment, no. That's why they are not serious. Simply they plant them, forget them. Any plant, because whether the nursery people, whether the contract farmers people, whether consultant people like me, or forest people, whoever gives, they give small plants which are around less than 2 feet. If you plant those tree plants, and if you don't take the care of those plants for first year, lot of goats or buffaloes or any other grass eating or herbivorous animals will eat the plants. That's why my suggestion to the all the growers, better you do fencing to avoid trespassing of any animal for at least first 1 or 2 years, and water facility for first year. After 1 year, plant comes by almost 4 to 5 feet. Afterwards, any animal comes also, it's not that easy to destroy the plant.
And how can farmers add value to red sandalwood beyond basic cultivation?
They can do many intercropping as well as rearing of sheep, dairy, cows, as well as chickens. That's a value added thing because it helps both. It helps for the farmer as well as for the plants.
Okay. And what are the market trends and demand for red sandalwood products?
It has a very high demand, madam, because of lot of black market. People are getting afraid of growing red sandal. Actually, it's getting extinct. It's an extinct plant. It's in nature. Naturally, it's not growing because of a lot of smugglers. They won't leave even 5 years old a tree. They cut and sell. Smugglers.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why, because if you grow and maintain a strict rule that you know, actually what we suggest in a village, at least 10 to 15, 20 farmers grows natural. That's a what you know. We call group farming means protection, community protection. We call protecting those trees community wise. That means whole village will protect the trees. If one farmers or two farmers are growing means yeah, they are he is getting profit. Why need to bother like that? That's why we promote community farming of red sandal or sandal for security point of view.
And what legal regulations must be considered when cultivating and selling red sandalwood?
Yeah, regulation actually red sandal cultivation. There is a regulation that once you start growing after plantation, it should be entered into your RTC that we have planted red sandal, because revenue department, forest department, as well as KSDL department should know that that land is planted with red sandal or sandal. If any trespassers or thieves, once the tree started maturing, that time from that time, you if your RTC is showing red sandal plantation is happened, it's showing in the RTC means if you go and approach any police, forest department, or any other government department, they have to give, they have to support you in securing those trees.
Okay. So,
Anything?
yeah, one last question. Are there any government schemes or financial support available for red sandalwood cultivators?
At present, madam, no. Even for red sandal as well as sandal, all the groups they have made among the farmers, they are approaching government to make a red sandal and sandal growing mandali, where every year once your tree reaches 8 years, from 8 years until cutting time, every year 1000 rupees per tree our farmers demand to protect those trees, or else 15,000 rupees per tree should be given by government, which can be deducted once we supply the trees after cutting. That's the demand from the farmers group. I don't know whether it will be accepted, but if they have to do like a Resme Mandali, like a milk union, like that, they have no, like that, they have to come out with sandal growing Mandali or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Basavaraju, I don't see any more questions. So before that, you'd like to try for sharing the images?
Keep looking, madam. No, no issues. Just I'll.
Okay. Are you getting it?
Yeah, this is a plantation photos and all there. Planting this thing. 1 second, 1 second.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Basavaraju. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank you for the talk and answering all the questions. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Yeah, thank you.